You're telling me billion-dollar tech CEOs are packing up and heading to Canada? Yep, that just happened. This ain't a sitcom, folks. Google's out, Amazon's tiptoeing, and Meta already northbound. And Donald Trump, he's losing it faster than a tweet under community notes. This isn't just a tech migration. This is a tectonic shift in the global tech power map. For decades, Silicon Valley reigned supreme, the beating heart of innovation. Every revolutionary startup, from Apple to Airbnb, had a zip code that began with CA. But today, the crown is slipping, and Canada, America's snow-covered, syrup-pouring, hockey-worshipping neighbor, is quietly building the next digital empire. Why? Because in today's America, tech leaders are battling more than code bugs. They're dodging trade wars, political chaos, and lawsuits the size of skyscrapers. And when the going gets rough, the smart ones pack their bags and head north. Let's timestamp this revolution. Late 2023, whispers started. By mid-2024, boom, headlines everywhere. Toronto's skyline lit up with construction cranes. Montreal's tech corridor started buzzing with French-accented Python devs. And Vancouver, let's just say, if you're a data scientist, there's a latte waiting for you at Granville Island. According to Reuters, June 2025, 34 major U.S. tech firms relocated core operations to Canada. BBC, July 2025, from Silicon Valley to Silicon North, the tech exodus to Canada. And you better believe Trump didn't take that quietly. It began with Meta. Early 2024, Zuckerberg's crew opened a giant AI research center in downtown Toronto. The reason? Global collaboration potential. Translation, we're sick of US politics. Then Amazon joined the parade. After fighting union protests and legal battles in New York and Seattle, they quietly dropped $2.3 billion in Ontario to upgrade their logistics empire. Oh, and guess what? That investment came with a side of tax breaks, labor peace, and something called national healthcare. Next up, Google. They stunned everyone by announcing a 5,000-job quantum computing campus in Montreal. Why Montreal? Here's what Sundar Pichai said: Canada offers the perfect mix of talent, policy, and peace. Meanwhile, on Trump's Truth Social, Canada is stealing our jobs. Traitors. It only made more CEOs grab their passports, and suddenly, America's tech pipeline had a leak. And it was leaking north. Let's break this down. 1. Immigration. While the US makes skilled immigration harder than explaining NFTs to your grandma, Canada rolls out the red carpet. Tech workers get express entry, permanent residency in under a year, and yes, no green card limbo. 2. Economic stability. Canada kept inflation tame. No debt ceiling cliffhangers. No Fed chair tantrums. Investors like stability, and Ottawa delivered it. 3. Tax breaks for the win. British Columbia, Ontario, Quebec, all offering incentives for AI, green tech, quantum computing, and data centers. It's like startup candy. Even Fox News, yes, Fox, had to admit Canada may be outsmarting the US on tech and trade. And then there's Trump. Between tariff wars, H-1B restrictions, and calling CEOs ungrateful, he basically gave them the eviction notice himself. Elon builds rockets, not refrigerators. Here's the fallout. 1. Job shift. Canada is now leading in tech job creation. Toronto beat Austin and Seattle for the highest growth in high-skilled tech jobs in Q2 2025. 2. Investment surge. Venture capital flow into Canada jumped by 41%. The US, down 17% and sliding. 3. AI boom. The University of Toronto's AI lab is now being called the MIT of the North. Global students are skipping Ivy League for snow boots. 4. Political panic. Trump's advisors are drafting tech loyalty acts, basically punishing companies that move jobs abroad. But analysts say you can't legislate where innovation breathes. And as one Canadian official said, we don't steal jobs, we just build better labs. Here's where it gets spicy. Shopify, once a scrappy Canadian startup, is now worth more than Twitter. Yes, you heard that right. Canada's green energy push, attracting climate-focused investors from Europe and Japan. Vancouver's real estate prices just passed San Francisco thanks to a flood of tech nomads. And Kimball Musk, Elon's farmer brother, was spotted near Calgary, planning a sustainable tech ecosystem, whatever that means. And here's a fun one. In 2025, 4 of the top 10 global startup unicorns were based in Canada, and 3 of them founded by Americans. Talk about exporting your own exodus. As of July 2025, at least a dozen Fortune 500 tech companies are in direct talks with Ottawa about relocating operations, setting up research labs, and even IPOs on the Canadian exchange. Meanwhile, Trump is floating the idea of tech loyalty tests. Yes, really. Asking CEOs to pledge allegiance before receiving US contracts. But in a world of decentralized work, blockchain identity, and AI collaboration, that's like asking the internet to stop at a border. Canada isn't chasing headlines. It's playing long-term chess. And if this trend continues, by 2026, the next iPhone chip might read, "Designed in Montreal, assembled in Toronto, funded in Vancouver." Silicon Valley meets Silicon Eh. So here we are, the world's smartest minds, once obsessed with Palo Alto coffee shops, are now sipping Tim Hortons in downtown Toronto. Why? Because leadership matters, policy matters, and let's face it, healthcare that doesn't bankrupt you, kinda nice. Maybe it's the political calm, maybe it's the snow, maybe it's the maple syrup, but one thing's certain, this shift isn't temporary, it's tectonic. So, the next time you ask Siri a question, just remember, she might have been trained in Ontario. Tell us in the comments, would you take a tech job in Canada? And while you're here, hit that like button, subscribe for more real talk, and don't forget, next time your app crashes, just whisper, "eh," and try again.